When you think of it, most of us spend most of our waking lives at work. The number one determinant of whether or not you like your job is, do you have a best friend at work?
Hi, I'm Piyush Gupta. I'm the CEO of DBS Bank, and I'm really privileged to be here with Dan Buettner, the original Blue Zones legend. What roles do companies like us have? How do we actually strive to create these blue zones and a longer, a healthier life?
The biggest opportunity is connecting people socially. Employers will spend billions on bonuses and more vacation. I think a big opportunity for a CEO such as yourself is to say, all right, how do we connect people in a way that they have a human connection and not just a commercial working connection?
Every company has its values. We have something we call pride. And what we take the most pride of in pride is the E of pride. And E stands for everything fun. One of the unusual companies where fun is a big part of what we want to stand for. You spend most of your waking days at work. If you don't have friends, if you're not having fun, if you're not enjoying yourself, then what's it all about? What have you found in your research? People who continue to be actively engaged versus people who continue to evolve. Is there any difference?
In the United States anyway, only about 30% of Americans find purpose at work. Purpose is measured by your ability to use your strengths to do what you do best. I would try to understand what part of my workforce is not finding purpose at work. And then think about how you can tweak their work experience so they can't wait for Monday morning because they feel what they do makes a difference or is adding value or is furthering their own values. Could be as easy as giving people 1 hour a month to go off and volunteer in a place that matters to them.
The P of our pride is purpose, and it wasn't something I manufactured. I stumbled into it when I joined DBS. I found the sense of doing real things for real people is deeply embedded in the company. And so I tend to agree with you that if you can build and tap into that core where you think you're making impact and making a difference, I think that energizes people.
It starts with policy and it starts with putting the mission. But most companies don't take the next step to think about implement. How do we implement purpose and then measure it from year 1 to 2? Bring your best people together. How can we increase purpose and then measure it in a year? And then you can start to see what things really worked.
Aging societies really would require us to rethink the paradigm. How do you include people? How do you create the conditions in many ways? The built environment, the role of people, the economics of support systems, etc. Have you done any research work on that as well? Which economies and economic systems are focusing on that issue?
GDP is fairly strongly correlated to happiness. So it turns out that having a robust economy is important, but not as important as 2 other things. Trust. Do you trust your leaders? Do you trust each other? Do you trust the police? And also equality. People don't like being around other people who have a lot more than them. So policies that promote equality, actually more important than GDP when it comes to happiness. The 4th thing is healthy life expectancy. So all your wonderful efforts to increase the health of your employees and your communities, you're also increasing the happiness.